Oh my God, it's 2025. Ryan and George, the Gruesome Twosome, are back again to attack the watch industry and hopefully give you guys a little bit of information. It was a crazy year last year. We saw a lot of change in the market, some stabilization in the market. I thought that was really good. But give us a few minutes of your time and hopefully we'll help you navigate the next 12 months or so. All right, Ryan, what do you think is going to happen in 2025 in the watch market?
Kind of the same thing that happens every year, to be honest with you. So right now we're kind of at a stalemate. So everything is kind of just flat right now or slightly coming down depending on what watch you're looking at. But as we get to April, Watches and Wonders is right around the corner.
Sure. Yep.
Obviously, new product coming in. There was a Rolex price increase as well.
And I want to talk about that.
Yeah, might drive up a little bit of price points and things like that, especially in the gold market. But usually around April, everything starts to go up again because people are starting to get hyped for the new stuff that's coming out, even though they can't get it until way later that year or not at all. But that's usually what happens with the market around that time because everybody's waiting for that new stuff to drop. And then all the other stuff starts to trickle up with it. And then we'll see a little bit of a collapse in summer and then back up in winter, just like normal, unless there's a huge financial collapse or whatever happened in 2020. But I highly doubt that happens again. Or a crypto run. That could also change things as well, too.
Absolutely. So, I think crypto is going to be huge in the next year. Because whether you like it or not, the incoming administration is pretty crypto friendly.
Yep.
So it wouldn't surprise me to see some big moves in that market right now. And you hit on it a little bit earlier. There was a Rolex price increase, a little bit all over the map, depending on what watch you're looking at. But I think what happens when this happens early in the season like this, especially before Watches and Wonders, and this is going to pull the curtain back a little bit for some of you, guys who are in our line of work like to try to pre-capitalize on this stuff. And I've already noticed just vendor to vendor trying to source watches, trying to buy watches. Yep. People are bumping their prices up just a little bit, testing that market to kind of, I already bought it at the old price and I bought it at this, so I'm willing to sell it at that, but now I can up that and maybe make a little more.
Correct.
It's a little greedy, but it's something that a lot of people in our line of work will do. We tend not to do that. We're not chasing it and we want to get you the best.
We're usually trying to buy from those people to source watches for you guys.
Facts, yeah, absolutely.
And everybody thinks that we can just go buy it at retail and make all the profit, but no, we're literally buying it for what you guys are buying it for sometimes. There is no profit to be made or $500 here or whatever it may be.
I don't mean to make this so Rolex heavy because we do want to talk about the market in general, but unfortunately or fortunately, Rolex is the market.
Yeah.
That is the bellwether where we measure our entire market by.
Correct.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I think people are already talking about the Pepsi being discontinued. You're going to start hearing that again and again and again every year like clockwork. Right around now, it's usually somebody trying to sell us a Pepsi, telling us it's going to be discontinued
this year. Just like me saying the Coke's going to come out every single year. So
we can do a little prediction. I'll say we're going to get a 41 GMT Master 2.
Again, you think it's going to go to the 41 case now?
Well, okay. Here's my logic in this. And anytime you try to apply logic to Rolex, you're going to fail. But here's my logic anyway. For years and years and years, the Submariner and the GMT Master 2 shared the same case.
Correct.
It was a smart business plan. Kind of shared the same chassis, if you will, between multiple looks. A few years back, they did a 41 millimeter Submariner, which I was really cool with because I'm not a huge fan of the maxi case, at least not in the Sub. I love it on the GMT. Weird, I know, but that's me. So you've got this 40 millimeter maxi case still being made on the GMT while they're trying to pump out as many Submariners as they can in 41. It makes no sense. Why would you have two toolings in your factory when you could just have one and double your production? So I still feel to this day, it's been years now, but I think this just running through cases they've already made and that they will come out with a 41 millimeter GMT Master 2 at some point.
And they're going to debut it on the Coke bezel.
That would be cool. Okay, so if they do Coke, then theoretically Batman goes away?
Probably. I mean,
if they're going to invest in the red half of the bezel, they have to keep the red. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, you heard it here first. Ryan, he knows everything. Other than that, I'm still really up on small independent brands. Ryan and I kind of have two jobs. We spend an awful lot of our day chasing markets, chasing the Patek Cubitus, chasing Submariners, chasing Daytonas, and that's fun. The other half is us trying to make markets instead of chasing markets. So we'd like to find these little niche brands that we think are doing a great job and just support the hell out of them.
Absolutely.
That's a really fun part of the job, being able to tell their stories and help them grow. That being said, I've seen some stagnation in that market as well.
Yep.
Things that a few years ago were just popping off have kind of petered out. I don't want to disparage it.
Tropic, things like that.
Sure, that's what I was actually thinking about.
Yeah.
And we're as a brand, we don't really do negative. So I say that with hopes that they're going to jump right back up.
But on that same point, though, I've seen a lot of people go from like a Rolex, an AP, a Patek because they can't get those watches at retail, and they're so frustrated with that.
Yep.
They will go into a brand like Gerald Charles or just to name a couple,
Parmigiani,
Arnold and Son, to venture out and get something that they can actually get their hands on, and something a little bit more interesting than your standard Datejust or GMT Master 2.
Yeah,
so.
you find that there are really two types of collectors. They're guys who really want to impress you with their watch, and I'm absolutely one of them. I'm not saying I'm about that. I love it when somebody knows what I'm wearing and respects it. Then there's the other guy who wants to teach you about something new. Yep. And he wants to be the first kid on the block with a new toy. And I like that too.
Yep.
I love rocking my Gerald Charles out to lunch and somebody go, wait a minute, what are you wearing? And then I get a chance to tell their story. That's a ton of fun too. So hopefully there'll be some more from the independents this year. I'm expecting a lot from Mosier. I'm expecting a lot from GC this year. Gerald Charles has been killing it.
Yeah.
And they promised us one new complication per year. It's bold.
Oh.
So they had that Ducati piece, jump hour. So I'm dying to see what's next.
Quick release straps, please.
Parmigiani every year kills me at Watches and Wonders. They always come out with something that not only is new to that brand, but 2 years back to back, they've come out with a complication that didn't exist before that watch. That's crazy nowadays. You're talking about 1 inch by 1 inch on a wrist. How much more can you do? Right. They're finding new ways to do it every single year. So I love those guys for that.
Might be the year of the independence this year.
Might be the year of the independence. Yeah. I'm expecting really, really big stuff from Panerai this year. I think they're on a really good trend. They've been getting a lot of praise this year. They've been the darling of a lot of YouTubers, and I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah,
so
as they should.
Hey, let us know. What are you guys looking forward to this year? What do you guys think is going to happen? Please comment below. What's your favorite independent brand? Who you have high expectations for? Again, I'm George. This is Ryan. If you love this content, please like and subscribe. It really, really helps us out. If you're traveling, we've got stores all over Scottsdale, and we've got a really cool one up in Aspen as well. So hope to see you there soon.